You have Circle that's launching Arc, which is a layer one. You have Strike that's launching Tempo, which is a layer one. So Ethereum wanted to be this like institutional chain. And while, it is the settlement layer, I imagine their vision was for institutions to come in and start building these L2s. They're not doing that. The stablecoin narrative is still living on Ethereum, but I just mentioned two chains that are going to be rolling out that are not going to be L2s. So like, will that necessarily help Ethereum, hurt Ethereum? Yeah, hard to tell.
Dude, for sure. And like, along those lines, like you'll see this is the real world assets on chain other than stable coins per chain. So Ethereum's leading the way, $8.3 billion. That's mostly tokenized treasuries and blah, blah, blah. And it's the story that Tom Lee is trumpeting. And ZK Sync's got some stuff there too. Polygon, is there. Aptos, surprisingly sitting there as well due to some arrangements that they'd signed. This will likely change, I think. And this is captured from RWXYZ. They're awesome for data. There could be stuff that's not captured there. But the thing that's really interesting is you talked about Figure. Figure Markets has their own Providence blockchain, and that is where on the next slide you'll see they have $12 billion almost of assets tokenized. So like 50% more than Ethereum, and not quite, but like pretty close to like more than everyone else combined. That's an exaggeration, but like not too far off. Blockchains are kind of similar to like databases. Obviously, they have a much more. I get it, right? Like they're a lot more to do than just a database. But you could see a situation where companies have their own blockchains, and how do you get like the composability or whatever else would be worked out through interoperability and like open source. But you have this, and then you have kind of like cloud service providers who are doing the validation. Maybe individuals can still do that on some places or whatever it might be, right? To kind of have some decentralization there. But Figure 50% more than Ethereum. Ethereum's been around for forever. Figure has a business that they operate. They put that right on their own blockchain, get all the data, manage everything, and then they always have the optionality of being like, we're going to do more stuff on Providence now or whatever it is, right? Like it's really interesting, and so kind of tough in that scenario to try to like pick winners. If I
Yeah.
would I want exposure to like a Tempo? Damn right, that sounds awesome. It's an exciting time to be in the space. It's tough to do rifle shots and pick your winners, and I think the idea of like a rising tide coming and lifting all the boats, will go away.